Here it is, December 21, 2022. We're into week number 61 of major construction. I'm down here at the West Paseo today by the Aline building. I'm gonna check out what's going on down here. I just see that one development is taking place, which actually is kind of nice. They're coming back in here now, and they're pulling off all the big rock that they had down through here. As you can see there, they're going down through the planters there. Back over here in this flower bed, they pulled off that big rock. And back down in this flower bed here below me, they pulled off the big rock. So it looks like they've changed their mind on that, which is a good thing, because I thought that was kind of ugly. So they're backing off on the big rock. And it looks like they got the brain trust down here. See a bunch of construction guys down there looking the side over, seeing what's what. So maybe they're going to do some stuff here that will lead to a better look for the area. Getting rid of this big rock, which to me was just ugly. A little bit noisy down here today. They're doing some power spraying, I think back down here. Let me climb up higher. And back down here in the Gateway Plaza area, they're doing some of their power spraying to clean up all of that concrete pavement that they've been running equipment across down there. Getting that cleaned up. Let me pan back around this way. See, we got Winfield, Scott and his wife, the statue back over there that I showed back on Sunday. And like I said before, down there, guys are gathered around talking. I'm sure those are some of the main site supervisors and engineers probably discussing what they've done, if they need to change anything, getting all their ducks in a row down there, I think. Let's walk back out here on this patio, see what we can see. Back down in here, they are doing their power spraying to clean up the concrete pavement, get it all looking nice. So maybe that means they won't be running any more equipment through here, possibly. Anyway, equipment that will leave marks. See across the whole site there. I think I'm going to pause this for a moment and switch over to my telephoto lens. Right here I am on my telephoto lens, shooting back through the Gateway Plaza and across into the West Bowl and Civic Lawn, back into the distance there. Looks like the Brain Trust is down here walking back on out into the West Bowl area, checking the site out in general. They're really into their last couple of weeks of December here, so still got a ways to go. So they may be able to get the majority of some of this fixed up by end of January, I would think. But definitely into the end game here. Going back and reconsidering a few things, like the large rock in the flower beds there, possibly. So I guess I could always change back again. Sort of look on around here. Over to the restroom over there. And back up the West Paseo, back up here to Winfield Scott and his wife there with their mule. So all this getting looking nice, getting fixed up. So who knows, come early January we'll see what we got. I'm going to stop this and start moving around to some of my other spots this morning. So I'll call this good. Here I am coming up by AZ88, headed out to their patio area out here. Going to shoot out into the West Bowl, see what's happening. Another nippy morning here, probably right around 42 or something like that, I'm going to guess. And I'm looking out into the West Bowl, back up there where they're doing their power spraying, cleaning up that concrete. Whole site still looking very nice and clean. They're doing some backhoe work back over here by the canopy. I believe they're planting more trees probably down through there. And you can sort of get a view of the patio or the sidewalk they'll be cutting through here and back over to the area where the front of the new bar will be back in there. So that's getting all put together slowly here, getting that all fixed up. So I'm going to shoot just a little bit of this here, and I'm going to move on around to my Stair perch and see what's happening over there. Alrighty. Right, here I am coming up on my West Bowl Stair perch. Time is 8:26 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. One thing to note, down below us here, this little sort of blob of concrete, that's one of the art pieces that was going to be brought back here, I believe. And I believe it was originally intended to go over to the children's playground over there, children's garden, but I don't know if that's still the intent. But we can see here we are looking out across the West Bowl area. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but today is the winter solstice. So I think around 2:40 p.m. today will be the official moment of solstice here in the Arizona area. So this is what we got going on. Back over to the bar, back over there. Let me climb up a little bit higher. All right, here we are. We can look back across the project over to the East Bowl, in the East Bowl stage and canopy back over there. I'm going to be back down there later shooting some video footage, see what's happening down there. But here's what we got going on down here. In general, you can see they're just getting everything cleaned up. Looks like they're planting trees and whatnot. So we're probably within maybe a couple of weeks of turf going down out here. It just depends on how much more stuff needs to be accomplished, so they don't have equipment that's running through these areas where the turf will be put down. So I'm going to finish up here on the west end of the project, and then I'm going to go and move down to the east end and check out what's happening down on the east end of the project today. Alrighty. All right, here I am down at the Civic Lawn, or no, here I am down at City Bowl. Here I am down at City Hall and the Civic Lawn, shooting across the lagoon towards the Civic Lawn in West Bowl. Canopy there in front of us. Back over here, the Botanic Gardens. Doing little odds and ends back out in here, getting things cleaned up and fixed up for the future. Let me pan on back over here. You can see right there, we got the Love statue ahead of us, and just to the left of that, Herb Drinkwater statue right there, and then back over here in the lagoon, Don Quixote. So they're doing some stuff down through here, odds and ends it looks like. Maybe doing some work back over here in the children's garden, the Grove, the social hub area back in there in general. A few odds and ends getting done. I don't see anything really super fantastic going on, but they are getting some stuff knocked out down here. And as I've said before, the site looks really nice and cleaned up for the most part, so it's probably not too long till they'll put some turf down out here in some places where they think it's safe to do so. So this is what we got going on down here in the City Hall Civic Lawn area. So I'm not going to shoot too much here. There's not a whole lot going on. I'm going to, I think, finish this up, and then I may stop by the War Memorial down there and see if I can shoot a little bit of what's happening over the fence there, and then I'll hit the East Bowl, and then that should wrap up my day down here, I think. Alrighty. Right, here I am down at the War Memorial. You can see here they're fixing up some what looks like maybe more concrete forms, and they've got a pretty big large concrete structure set up back down in here. So this is gradually coming along, getting this fixed up, set up, so we'll have a new feature down here behind City Hall with the War Memorial that'll be here, or I think it's called the Memorial for the Fallen. So this is what we got going on here. So I'm gonna just want to shoot a little bit here. Now I'm gonna move on around to the East Bowl. Alrighty. Alright, here I am down at the East Bowl, shooting over towards the canopy here. Got guys working on this canopy down here. And I believe they've also, I've noticed over the last couple of times I've been down here, there's some kind of sort of brown metal barrier that's sort of arced across the back of the stage there. I think it's part of the decorative backing. First time I saw it, I thought it was a dirt pile, but I think it's part of the decorative backing that'll be there behind the stage. So let me just pan on around here. A lot of people down here in the East Bowl. This canopy down here is one of the last big things that's to be done, I think, structure-wise. So as I pan on around here, a lot of glare on the iPhone screen from my point of view, but you can see back down through here. Still a lot of work to be done here on the eastern end of the project to get it moved towards completion. So this is what we're seeing down here. So there's not really a lot of some major interest, I don't think, other than they are moving along on the canopy here. So I'm just going to shoot a little bit of this, and I'm going to call this good. They are moving along on the canopy, getting stuff done, but it has a ways to go. So let me call this good down here for today. I'm going to wrap up my day here with this, and then I'm going to head on home and start the editing and all the preparatory post or pre-upload to YouTube work. Alrighty, let me call this good.